from BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, look at that! He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome in the Top of the Bleachers. And what we should have done, because it's April Fool's, we should have had our own April Fool's joke to play on Floppy and everybody.
I can't think of one.
I can't either. Well, we make up something, and be like, this is, Bill Parcells is coming back to coach the Cowboys or something, like anything. Or Bill Belichick's leaving North Carolina. He's going to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Or something, You can make up something that says that. Anyway, welcome in, everybody.
I hope everybody's watching today, everybody who does watch us, because we did score an absolute awesome interview. Michael Jordan will be on later for an interview. Just hang on till the end of the show. We're going to put him on right toward the end. He only has about 10, 15 minutes for us. So
Yeah. I forgot to mention that at the beginning and on the title and in the subject, and forgot to tweet that out. But Michael Jordan's going to be here. Man, happy Tuesday, bro. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. It was
it's your Monday, right?
Yeah, typical Tuesday since I've gotten a new sub. So
I started early last night. I was on early, so I got off this morning and went. I had to take something to Crystal, and then I came back and took me a good nap. So I got me a good couple-hour nap in. And then, of course, been perusing the transfer portal and the Discord and down that tunnel again, which is fun. I like doing that stuff. And then checked some other stuff to see what was going on, some NBA stuff. There's a new NFL rule we can talk about, some coaching changes. Finally have some Arkansas women's news, even though it ain't that great, but still got some. So anyway.
But before we get into any of that, and before our interview with Michael Jordan, make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us. You can find us at the Bleachers Pod.
Yeah. We're getting some followers on the Twitter. I've been tweeting out a lot of stuff, like retweeting stuff. It's working. People just following us.
I reposted something last night, but I don't remember what it was.
Like, keep doing it. Keep reposting.
I don't remember what I reposted at all.
Quoting's better. I think that's better because it helps us, connect with people a little more if you care about that thing. Anyway, happy Tuesday.
Yeah, Hogs play today.
They do play the season yesterday.
Hogs played Grambling in North Little Rock. Not playing in Fayetteville today. They're going to North Little Rock. Going to let the Little Rock people get a chance to see them without having to travel up on the hill.
Yep.
See if we can. See if we can knock a few out of Dickie Stevens Park tonight.
Well, that was the last slide I had. We'll start with it first. There we
go.
There
Sorry.
you go. You're jumping the gun on me here. Like you said, Hogs in the Rock. Grambling any good?
I don't know. Aren't they an HOC or historically black college, HBC?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, they're one of those, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw there's some kind of whatever it is for the women. They're having a women's Final Four. That's the all HBC or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. They're doing their own Final Four or whatever.
I guess it was. I don't know what it was, but it was.
Was it basketball, baseball, what?
Basketball, women's.
All right. Well, how many HBCs are there out there?
I don't know. There's a lot, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I don't really know the number. I've never looked into it. Never thought about going there. I know that I remember there was a big stink one time when Grambling had a white quarterback. There was a big stink about that.
Why is so? So since they're a historically black college, that means only black people can go there.
That's the.
Well, I mean, to be like, all right. So Yale's historically white college. I mean, it was white people that started Yale and all that, but there are minorities that get in now.
Yeah.
So aren't there white people into HBCs?
We're not a minority.
We are at an HBC. We might not be in the world or in our country, but we are at an HBC.
I don't know how many there are. Let's see.
I'm Googling it right now.
We should have Dale on to ask him about this. Here's a list of them. Holy moly.
I think that's racist in itself.
Just 107.
Thinking that Dale would know. I mean, just because he's black, Dale's going to know how many HBCs there are.
Well, I don't think he would know the exact number, but he may have a little more info than I do. This thing says 107, but I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I got 99.
It looks like 107. I'm not going to count them all, but it looks like.
This says as of 2022, there were 99 HBCUs located across 19 states.
Wow. Okay.
So there's only 19 states that have them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all like southeast, you know what I mean?
Well, that would make sense, but it does make sense and it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, I don't understand all the rules on that. Anyway, let's move on.
I just mean like after slavery, okay? Let's say slavery ended today, okay?
Mm.
And you were a black person. Would you stay in the South or would you get as far away from the daggum South as you could? You know what I mean? It always surprises me that, you know.
That's true. You would think they would migrate.
A lot of families stayed and stuff. And I find that.
Well, you know how that is, you know, where you are somewhere or too poor to move, maybe, you know, that kind of stuff too.
I don't care. After what they just put me through, I'm getting as far away from them people as possible, man. I'm going north or west. I'm not staying in the South. That's just me personally, though.
You got a point. You're not wrong.
Now, I know there towards the end of slavery, there were some farmers and stuff that did like sharecropping. So they would sell a slave family that just got their freedom. They'd sell them a piece of their land to grow and everything. And then they would only get a percentage of what they grew because they gave them the land and a place to build a house and all that. So maybe that's where some of that comes from. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I am not a historian. I have a brother who loves history.
Really? I can't stand history. I don't know.
Yeah, he started out as a history teacher.
Oh gosh. No, man.
You know what my dad started out as?
History
teacher. Yeah.
The biology and history were very difficult for me.
I didn't like history, math, science, reading, writing, foreign language. I really enjoyed PE. The PE was really the reason I showed up to school, to play sports and to, mess around. I didn't really
I didn't go to school because of the academia, but
I did not.
But when I was there was some that I did enjoy. I always enjoyed math, but I just struggled with biology, especially. I think it was the first C I ever made, and I about passed out because it was so hard. I don't know. Just can't science for some reason. It's just not. You would think math and science that go together, right? You would think No, they don't.
I barely passed algebra. And then we had geometry after algebra. And I ended up making like a B in geometry without even really trying that hard. And then we went to algebra 2 and I was lost again. I was like, you've got me back in crap I don't know. So
Yeah.
algebra 2 was like I took college algebra and I don't know how I passed that class, but I did somehow.
Wow.
I passed that class. So
I passed that class too. It was tough.
yeah. That was it though. I was done with I took physical science in college one time because I was an idiot. Okay.
Yeah.
You had to take a science and I thought physical science, that'll be like hands-on. That's what I was thinking physical science was. It was hands-on. And I walked into a class. I took the class with my brother and I still remember the professor's name. His name was Tony Sloan. And Tony was the first day of class, he started writing this equation on the chalkboard and it took up like the whole chalkboard. And then he turns around the class and he says, "Welcome to physical science." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm so screwed. I've got to drop this class now."
I would have done okay in that kind of class. I took trig and pre-calculus and stuff in high school and made A's and stuff, but I mean, science, no. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Dissecting frogs. I don't know.
See, I was okay with that part of science, like anatomy and
I never took human anatomy.
Dissecting. I didn't take it, but when Lacey was in college, she had to take it for her degree that she was going for, and so I worked up a flashcard system. And I sat and did flashcards with her, and I ended up learning all the parts of the anatomy because I did the flashcards.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you
go. Well, let's see. What else we got here, man? Oh, I don't know if you saw this. They got a new rule in the NFL. This is kind of strange.
Okay.
You seen this? They're they're getting rid of the chain gang. Well, they're not getting rid of them. They're still gonna be on the sideline, but all the measuring is gonna be done by cameras.
It's pretty much done by cameras now anyway, isn't it? The yellow line.
Pretty much.
I could probably name twice that I actually saw the chain gang come out on the field last year. So, I mean, doesn't surprise me that they're doing away with it.
Yeah, they're doing away. Well, I mean, they're still going to be on the sideline, it says, as, secondary.
In case the cameras go down or something?
I guess their lasers go down. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I mean, it's got to be some kind of.
We're working towards a future where there is no human involvement other than the players. Like everything will be done by microchips, lasers, pressure points, stuff like that. So like in baseball, they are bringing in the robot umpire, which pretty much is what do they call it? Track man,
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while in the minor leagues, I think. They've been
and then they got this thing called a challenge, right? So, and they tried it out in spring practice, right? So if you throw a strike and the umpire calls it a ball, you get so many challenges a game, and the pitcher can call for a challenge, and they throw up TrackMan on the board out there, and they show where the pitch hit. And like I've watched like 3 or 4 videos of this, and like the pitcher is always wrong. He thinks he gets a strike, and then they show it to him, and he missed.
Yeah,
and it's like. And if I'm the ump, I'd be like, ha ha,
Well, did you see this thing with the Yankees the other day?
Mm-mm.
They got new bats. All right,
the tornado bat.
They put the hardest part of the wood in the sweet spot, which is insane. Like, why are they not already doing? Why is this not already being done? Like, what?
Yes,
who's the hell's making baseball bats if they don't know how to make them correctly?
Their name's Louisville Slugger.
Well, what in the heck is wrong? You've been making bats for 100 years. You tell me you didn't put the hardest part of the wood where you're going to be hitting the stuff with?
Well, this has actually caused a kind of a
Makes no
stink.
logical sense to me.
It's kind of caused a stink in the MLB because
Well, they hit like 8 home runs that first game.
yeah, because there's no rule against it as long as the bat meets the specifications of length and width and weight. Then there's nothing you can do about it. So instead of other teams commissioning these tornado bats, they're just complaining about the Yankees doing it. It's like, get your own tornado bats.
They will.
Then I heard a guy saying, why is this a problem? Everybody at the stadium wants more home runs. Is there anybody who comes to the stadium that wants less home runs?
No.
Everybody wants more home runs. So, and just like football and basketball, they're catering the sport towards the offense, not the defense. Nobody comes to see defense. They come to see offense.
Yeah. Well, I'm just surprised they don't know how to make a bat logically. So
it's probably they probably couldn't be done before. They probably came up with some sort of new fangled thing to where.
Well, it's caused a rash of memes everywhere that are hilarious. This one has got this receiver with these giant gloves on, and he's catching a ball. Maybe it'll help the Cincinnati Bengals catch footballs this year.
I like it.
There's a bunch of them out there. It's pretty funny.
Running out there with a basket. Catch it in the basket.
His gloves are huge, man. They're like these big, like this one's Aaron Judge. He's got a glove on. It's like a 3-foot circle in his hand. You know what I mean? He's running out there to catch a ball.
Okay. There you go. There's a rule. There's a rule right there that I think is crazy in baseball. So like they have what is called a first baseman's glove, right? Yeah. And it's bigger than everybody else's glove. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't
you
know.
You can't use a first baseman's glove at third base. It's restricted. You have to use it at first base. You can't use a catcher's mitt playing second base. If you want to use a catcher's mitt playing second base, why can't you?
Because you would suck with it. That's why.
Probably.
It's hard to catch with them things.
But I mean,
anyway.
I just feel like it's always been catered towards, there's always been rules and stuff that I'm like, this is like, why does the guy at first base get a glove like twice the size of everybody else's glove?
Supposed to have more padding in it, but from all the catching, but I don't know. Let's see. Anything else on the NFL stuff here? I don't see.
Is this the only rule change? I thought they were.
I'm surely not. I have no
I
idea.
heard a rumor that they were going to make the tush push illegal.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I don't know. This is the only one I saw anything about.
All right.
They haven't voted on them yet, apparently. Well, there was the overtime rule change. I did see that one.
Oh, the tush push is being tabled.
Okay. Let's see. Here's a story on it. Let's see if it tells me anything in here. Banning the tush push, got tabled. Changing to overtime pass, so both teams in regular season, both teams get a shot with the ball in a 10-minute overtime.
I thought it was already that way. Oh, even if they score a touchdown, you still get a chance?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
And then they expanded replay assistant.
Oh, good. That's what we need. We need to expand.
This is carefully worded rule, basically designed not to make referees angry. Essentially, what it's saying is that the instant replay officials can pipe in and point things out which refs on the field clearly missed in review situations. While the final ruling is still in the hands of the lead official, it should theoretically result in more corrections on the field.
So
the new ruling only applies to plays where a flag was thrown on the play.
So it doesn't do any good for the game. I can't even remember what game it was, but we had a game where the quarterback got face masked in the end zone and nobody called it. So that wouldn't even be reviewable, would it?
I'm not done yet because the next line says this will not allow instant replay to inform officials about face masks or any other penalty which was missed on the field and play continues. So it's only when a flag's thrown, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah, because I mean, what are you going to review then if there's a flag? Like you're going to review the penalty? I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I think it's silly because like if you're going to expand replay and you're going to let the guys pipe in and tell the refs, stuff. And I'm not saying every face mask or anything like that, but when it happens in the end zone on like a fourth down, you're not going to freaking review that and maybe throw a flag. Give me a break.
Yeah. Changing to kickoffs. Now a touchback on a kickoff will result in the ball being placed at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they're trying to make them return it.
As a result, kickers will need to try and loft kicks or short kick in the effort to have the ball returned rather than giving up a massive gain.
Yeah.
Roster changes passed. Teams may now designate 2 cut players to return to the active roster at the final cut down of 53. It's for injured players and stuff. Okay, whatever. Free agency changes passed. This is the biggest off-field element of the new rule change. It allows for teams to conduct meeting with players over Zoom, but much more importantly, allows teams to schedule meetings with free agents before the legal tampering period begins. These meetings can be scheduled before the league year opens, which means we could see top free agents begin to tip their hands as soon as the Super Bowl is over. Okay. That looks like about it. That passed as well. So the only thing that didn't pass was the tush push. No, anyway.
If you were Aaron Rodgers, why would you not go to the Steelers? Like
I would. If I was him, I would, yeah.
Oh, you got DK Metcalf, and they picked up somebody else on the other side.
It's not him wanting to go to the Steelers that is dumb. It's the fact that the Steelers want him. It's dumb. Well, I don't blame him for wanting to go there, for sure.
I feel like ever since Big Ben retired, they've just been putting a Band-Aid on the problem. Like over and over again. They just keep putting a Band-Aid on the problem.
Yeah, offensively for sure.
Because what's Aaron got left? 1 year maybe?
Yeah.
So you're just putting another Band-Aid on it. That's all you're doing.
All right. Well, I got some other news to talk about. I don't know if you saw this, but old Buzz Williams leaving A&M, going to Maryland. He's Turpin.
This makes absolutely no sense to me. Unless he's from that area or something. This makes absolutely no.
I heard he was a coach at like Seton Hall and Marquette. So he's been up there, I think. So that probably is something to do with it.
That makes more sense. I mean, at
the same time, he doesn't stay anywhere more than 5 or 6 years. I saw a lot of people giving him a hard time about that. Like he doesn't stay anywhere.
Well, maybe he's ultimately looking for that NBA job.
Maybe.
He doesn't want to get tied down anywhere.
You figure A&M, I don't know. A&M's big in football and baseball. I don't know how much they care about basketball. Maryland cares about their basketball.
I gotta feel like A&M's got a bigger Neal. They got more Neal money to spend. I could be wrong. Maybe Maryland's sitting on a ton of money or something, but
they did get some pretty good recruits last year.
And I feel like it's so much easier to recruit kids to the SEC than it is to the the ACC or the Big Ten? What are they? Are they the ACC?
The ACC, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why he went there too. It's weak, meaning go over there, maybe win more games than he would in the SEC.
Maybe.
Plus, they just went to the Sweet 16, right? I mean, if he gets some of those guys that come back.
Have you heard any names for his job at Texas A&M?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Chris Beard's name comes out anytime there's a job opening for some reason. That's the first person they
Well,
say. I don't know why.
He's already been at Texas Tech once, wasn't he? Oh, no, he went to Texas.
Yeah, he was at Texas Tech.
He was at Texas Tech, wasn't he?
Yeah, but this is A&M.
And then he was at Texas, and now Texas A&M is interested in him.
Yeah.
And didn't he just go to the Sweet 16?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
He's got a boatload of money down there, man. He's got it. He's got it good down there. I don't think he'd want to leave.
He's at Ole Miss, isn't he?
I could be wrong. Yeah, and they got a boatload of money for everything. So.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Their women's team's been loading up the last 3 days, pissing me off because they're getting every freaking good player out there. It's like, golly.
Well, I can't. I mean, I've never been a head coach, especially in college, and I couldn't tell you what makes one job more appealing than the other. But I just feel like I don't feel like this is a lateral move or a step up. I could be wrong.
I'd see it more as a lateral, I guess. I wouldn't call it an up.
I wouldn't call it an up.
No. Not necessarily call it a down, though, either. I mean, there are downs to it. But, I mean, it's different. They're looking for jobs. This is what they look for. How much NIL money can I pay my players? That's like the number one question. And then how much are you going to pay me? And how long are you going to pay me for? That's like the first three questions, I mean, it's about money. Anyway.
Okay. I mean, good for Buzz. I hope he does well.
Hope they do well.
I hope he loses every time he faces the Hogs.
Me too. Let's see. Oh, I saw this here. I don't know if you care about this or not, but Bill Parcells is going to be inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. He's already in the Hall of Fame, right?
It's probably long overdue. I imagine. I can't imagine
think he
him
is.
not being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he is. He is. I'm fairly certain he is. So they got that going on. Look how young old Bill Belichick looks right there.
Yeah, he looks like he should have a 24-year-old girlfriend.
I know, right? Oh, Bill. Let's see what else we got. I don't know if you saw this. Trae Young is going to be the assistant general manager for the OU basketball team, and he's already donated $1 million to get him started, he said. And, so he's going to be the assistant GM for the basketball team. So there you go.
Okay.
You're probably going to see more and more of this.
I guess, man. I mean,
you're going to be like this. It's going to be like Trae Young, the point guard, right? He paid for the point guard. He's going to wear all Trae Young pictures on him or something. You know what I mean? And the center was paid for by Kevin Durant. He's got Kevin Durant shoes on. And I mean, it's going to be like that kind of bullshit probably one of these days. Just guessing. But yeah, how it is. Yeah, how they do. NASCAR, you know what I mean? Like NASCAR with little things all over them.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves there, Floppy. Okay. The last couple of years, we should have gone to the World Series, and we've gotten knocked out in the regionals. So let's just take this one game at a time, shall we?
Yeah, you gotta do live coverage. Hey man, if they make it to the World Series, we will for sure think about it. Anyway, what do you think about this?
They make it to the World Series. I'd like to do live, like real live coverage, like there. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't have the inside connection up there anymore in Omaha.
Oh, I'll give Bubba a call, see if Bubba can get us in the gate.
I'll make some calls. I know some people in Nebraska. So
that'd be sweet, man. That would be sweet.
Anyway, Trae Young, $1 million. Finally, I told you I scoured the web finally saw some new Razorback women update. This is the only thing I can find so far. It's the only thing I've seen. I haven't seen anybody else transfer. I haven't seen any incoming transfers. This is the only person that's Arkansas has been named on their list. I looked up her stats here. As you can see, she's brilliant. 1.7 points a game, 6.9 minutes a game in 23 games.
Why
I
is she holding a volleyball?
don't know. Is she? It's a white basketball, isn't it?
Looks like a volleyball to me. I could be wrong.
Could be a volleyball. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the news I could find, bro. That's all I got for you on the women's Razorbacks.
Well, she okay.
Is she not? Poor thing. I'm not sure I want her.
I feel. Well, she's a redhead. She got that going for her. Yeah, you don't want.
Oh my gosh! Come on! I just saw the coach rubbing elbows with John Tyson in the practice facility. Can we not get better than this? I mean, come on.
She scored 1 point in 8 minutes. 83.
We're over here making deals on the men's side for $3 million for one dude.
Yeah.
We this is what we're going to bring in on the women's side. Come on. Jeez.
I don't know what to tell you, man. There's only like 10 teams in women's basketball that spend any money on women's basketball that care, and it's South Carolina, USC, UConn, Tennessee, LSU. I mean, all right, I named 5 of them, and I've run out. I've run out after 5, man. It's like,
I know.
I want the women's program to do well. I do. But you got to get somebody to donate some money, and you got to start building.
Not with this kind of recruits, man. This ain't cutting it.
Well, maybe she'll shine when she gets here.
Anyway, I don't know if you saw this. Did you see it? I didn't know this was a thing. There's apparently a travel curfew. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
I've never heard of this in my life. Yep. Apparently, the other day when Kentucky and A&M were playing, they hit that mark, and A&M coach was not happy. So,
because you have to end the game right there.
It's like you can't start another inning or something. You can't start a new inning.
Can I ask a question? That maybe I'm the only person that's interested in this, but why in the blue blazes is Texas A&M wearing blue in their uniform?
I don't know.
There's nothing blue about them. They're maroon and white and black. Why in the hell are they wearing blue?
I don't know.
You deserve to lose just because you won't wear your school colors. Kentucky's in blue. They got their blue and their black going.
I don't know, man.
Bunch of idiots.
That's
what happens. That's what happens when you give the Aggies a color chart. Right there.
I thought this was weird. I thought it was weird to me that this is a thing. Why are we having travel curfews? Like, why?
Yeah, we actually played a team earlier this year, and I can't remember who it was. It was a non-conference ball game. They came to Fayetteville, and we ended up moving up a ball game so they wouldn't hit travel curfew.
I don't get it. I mean, is it because they might miss a flight? I mean, even if it's that, they should travel better. I mean, like, what do you mean? Like these basketball teams getting home 2:00 in the morning the other night from the Sweet 16 or whatever. What do you mean travel curfew? Like, what? We're grown.
I think it was something that was, and I don't know for sure on this. This is just a guess. Okay, so nobody quote me as being the know-all on this, but I think it was probably something that they instituted during COVID. And they just haven't gotten rid of yet. But I don't know if that's right or not. But I think it's silly too. They're grown men. And you pay a lot of money to play these ball games. You need to play
Yeah.
all of the ball game.
Yeah, like what? I don't get that. Anyway, I looked up the NBA stuff, a little NBA standings, and I got some bigger pictures here because you can't see these were the crap. But
Sure.
the NBA put out their NBA standings update. Boston's won 9 in a row. Oklahoma City's won 10 in a row. Clips won 8 last 10. And Lakers pulled within 1 game of Denver. And then here's the West. Maybe you can see a little better. You can see. Can you see it better?
Yeah.
Okay. What's funny?
Well, the 7, 8, 9, and 10 are going to play each other. They're going to play the play-in tournament, and one of these teams is going to get to make the playoff.
Yeah.
And one of those teams' reward for winning the play-in tournament is going to be to face OKC.
No, I think they get to buy the first round, right? Because you'll have 17, or is it 2 teams get in?
Well, then they have to play the 2 Rockets.
Now, either way, they got to play a bit high seed.
Yeah, either way, man. They're
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun for sure. Oklahoma City's destroying everybody. Rockets, Denver's good. Lakers are making a run since they got Luka.
Yeah, but Lakers are, dude. They're going to end up having to, if it comes out this way, they're going to end up having to play Golden State in the first round. I'm not sure I'd want to face Golden State right now. They're playing pretty good ball. I think I'd rather face Memphis.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of teams have some guys shut down for the year too. I think because there's only like 5 or 6 games left. It's just a couple weeks left in the season. I think Orlando has six games. I think.
Yeah, Orlando plays San Antonio tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's at that ball game.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That's sorry, Doug.
Yeah.
So
what about the East?
Here's the East here. So
nobody's giving Cleveland a shot, man.
Cleveland and Boston, man. I mean,
your Magic are going to have to play in the play-in tournament, man.
Yeah, I know, man. It's been a rough year, bro.
Which means if they win the play-in tournament, they're going to have to play Boston.
Yeah,
dude. Is the play-in tournament is it just one and done?
You mean it's like a series?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one, but I don't know that for sure. They changed everything.
I think it's just one game.
Let me see here. NBA playoff rules. How do the NBA playoffs work? Let's get down here to the playoffs format explained. This is silly. What is this, old? They don't even have a play-in on here. What the heck? Heck with it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Cleveland still out there. Boston, New York. Detroit, man, what a turnaround. Really, man. They sucked last year. Look at them. Going to make the playoffs. I mean,
that usually happens, though. Usually there's a team at the bottom in all sports, baseball, basketball, football. There's always a team that sucked last year that ends up just being awesome the next year.
They had a major turnaround because I feel like they didn't win very many games last year.
All right, the 9th place team will host the 10th place team, with the loser being eliminated.
Okay. All right.
The 7th place team hosts the 8th place team in a double chance game. So I guess a 2-game series or 3-game series, with the winner advancing as the 7th seed.
Oh, the 9-10. What?
The loser
9-10 team plays become the 8 seed.
The loser of the 7-8 game hosts the winner of the 9-10 game for the 8th seed.
Oh, okay. That's weird. So they play a 3-game series, 7 and 8 do?
The 7th place team hosts the 8th place team in a double chance game. I don't know what a double chance game is. I'm going to assume that's a 3-game series.
Double chance. That must mean that whoever loses, you're not out.
You get another shot at it?
Maybe. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, because the loser plays the winner of 9-10, right? So
No. If the loser of the 7-8 game, if you win the 7-8 3-game series, then you become the 7th seed.
Okay.
If you lose that series, then you play the winner of the 9-10 game for the 8th seed.
Okay. That's pretty wild, but okay.
Yeah.
It's strange. You think they'd play 7 versus 10, 8 versus 9, and the 2 winners play to see who gets the or something. I don't know. I mean, what's the point in getting 8th or getting 9th? You know, I mean, like, what's the, like, as long as you get top 10, it doesn't matter,
Well, you don't want to be in the 7, 8, or 9 or 10 spot because one game could send you home.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, if you're going to be one of these teams here in 7, 8, 9, 10, like, it don't really matter between 7 and 10.
I mean, well, if you're the 7 or the 8, you may only have to play one ball game. Like if you can win, or 2 ball games. If you win that, then you become the 7th seed. And I guess I would rather be in the 9-10 seed can't get any higher than the 8 seed. That's as high as they can get. They can't even get the 7th seed.
Right.
So the 9-10, you don't want to be in the 9th or the 10th position because if you do win, then you're going to have to play the 1 seed in the first round. You want to be the 7-8 seed so you can play the 2 seed at least. But even the 2 seed is going to kick your ass because it's the Boston Celtics. So
this is probably true.
I don't know why they just don't go to a 7-game series from the first round and only let 6 teams in. Just screw these 7 through 10. If you can't make the top 6, you just don't get in.
I don't know why they had to change it. Let's the top 8 in, and that's it.
It's because it's all about more revenue. So it's more games that they can air. It's more commercials. It's the same way with this stupid cup thing that they got in the middle of the season. It's so they can get more revenue. Hopefully more people will tune in for it and they can make more money off of it. That's what it's all about.
Oops, I about hit the wrong button.
About shut us off?
I about hit the leave button.
Like,
it said stay or go. I was like, whoa, stay.
It's like, dang, I made Big mad at the last comment.
How about I left? I'm out. All right, man. That's all I got for today. As the world turns here in the transfer portal. See if I got any new info here. Let me see.
We got the Hogs tonight at 6:00 playing Grambling.
Yeah.
And then that's about it as far as sports. So I found this Harry Potter game on PS5, right?
Okay.
So it's the anniversary of the game. So they got it on sale for like $17 or something like that. So I call Lacey because she's a Harry Potter nut. And I was like, hey, they have a Harry Potter game on the PS5. It's only $17. Should I get it? And that way, you can play. And she goes, I'm not going to play. I said, okay, I can play and you can sit there and tell me what to do because I don't know all the stuff that you know about Harry Potter or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do something where we spend some time together. What kind of reaction do I get? Do I get that would be fun? I don't know. I'll think about it. Well, never mind. I don't want to play your stupid Harry Potter game. I'll think about it. You know what kind of reaction I would get if she said, "Hey, do you want to do such and such tonight?" And I go, "Oh, I'll think about it."
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, dude. Arkansas fans are in arms, man, because Cal's not doing anything. Like, what the heck's going on? What are we doing? We got all this big pile of money and we ain't getting nobody. Kentucky's committing over here. Some guy committing to Texas. The Ole Miss getting a commit. Where the heck's the Arkansas commits?
Well,
getting a little restless in the weeds here.
R.J. Lewis Jr. is in the transfer portal.
I saw that, yeah. A lot of guys, man. There's been a lot of big names come out. That Cadeau kid, he committed to Michigan.
I think Cal's trying to figure out right now, like, what he's got on the bench so he can figure out what he needs to go after. He's got to get his deal done with Thero. He's already, not officially, but unofficially, Billy said he was going to come back. Yeah. So, I mean, we got to know what we got before we can go out and start filling spots. So,
yeah, but I think they have a rough idea on that. They supposedly already had their meetings. Big Z hit the portal. Cash Chavis hit the portal. Can't say his other name. Kyra Lucha. I can't say his name.
Well, Sanchez hit the portal too. But none of those, except for Z, none of those guys played.
Yeah, I know, but all I'm seeing is, and there's been no reports of it official or whatever, but the behind the scenes thing is that Billy, Carter, and TB are coming back. DJ's 50-50, Big Z's gone. Big Z already left, so that was true. DJ's been rumored to leave for a long time now, actually.
Man, I'd like DJ to stay.
And then, so you got those, and then they're negotiating with Thero for a big paycheck to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 5-stars coming in, and then you got a top 50 kid or 75 or something like that coming in too. So he's good. He's good.
You got you got the 20-year-old from Lithuania coming.
You got the Lithuanian kid, but they said he's like he's a project. Basically, he's going to be down the bench there. And then everybody that we were on that Magoon Gwath guy I told you about. Magoon, remember him?
Mm-hmm.
He committed Kentucky. So we're out on him. The other guy, the kid from Illinois, we want real bad. He's setting up visits and stuff, but Michigan's all over him because Michigan lost, Danny Wolf and Golden, both those big 7-footers they had. They're gone. So Michigan's on every freaking big man, and so is Arkansas. So it's I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. People getting kind of restless, It's like, hey, it's like April the 7th or something. Well, there's April the 3rd, which is 2 days from now, starts a dead period. Nothing. There's going to be nothing for like 7 days or something. And then on the 7th is when the revenue sharing rules kick in, and there's going to be all kinds of new rules. There's going to be like a clearinghouse where they have to go through to get their evaluated market value. It's all going to be different. So the guys that have a lot of money should be scooping up as much dudes as they can right now before they're limited on what they can pay them. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna spend a lot of money, this is the last year you're gonna be able to do it. Next year, there's gonna be caps. There's gonna be all kinds of different. It's gonna be different. So you got 2 days, Cal. You got 2 more days. Riots in the streets.
I'm not really that worried about it, man.
He does this all the time. I'm not worried about it.
Well, most of the stuff he does is like Cal. Even when he was at Kentucky, he's really good at this cloak and dagger crap, So I feel like he's got a plan. he's implementing his plan. He's just not letting everybody in on his plan, is what I think.
I don't know what he's doing, man. And then we're still waiting on this native mint guy who was he's the other 5-star that Cal wants, and he's actually ranked higher than the other two, which is crazy. But he was going to decide on today, because today's the McDonald's All-American game, by the way. Tonight, if you want to watch the game, it comes on at like 8 or something like that. But he backed that off. But that's down between us and Duke and.
Well, Cal, man, you back off too many times, and he's gonna be like, "Screw you, I don't want you."
But that's the thing, though. He has been after this dude. He's made so many trips up there to fly up there to see. He's up to see native men again. He's up there watching native men again. Like, he's been all over this dude for the last couple months. Like, even when it's not game, like we get out of a game, Cal flying up there to see this dude and watch him play in some tournament or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So it's kind of like, then it was like Duke's going to get him, Duke's going to get him, Duke's going to get him. And then he said, I can't decide. I'm pushing it back. So now nobody knows what he's going to do. And everybody's kind of tired of him being a drama queen about it. Now nobody knows if they want him or not. It's like, can you make up your mind or not? You know what I mean? If you can't, maybe you shouldn't come here. That's how people feel. And some of these dudes in the transfer portal are good, man. They're really good. Some big dudes out there. Anyway, enough of that rant. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I got nothing, man.
Did I rant too long? I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Keep going. I don't have anything to add.
All right, yeah, I gotta get out of here anyway. I will. You're gonna watch the ball game, I guess, here in a minute or a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the Hogs.
Maybe out of pocket tonight, but I'll be on Discord if I can.
All right, dude.
All right, man. I will catch you later.
Floppy, you have a good night. Appreciate you tuning in and checking out, see what we was talking about. And yeah, man, go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.